What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jesus Coin. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. I actually just made a video on pajamas. It's probably still uploading. Yeah, it's uploading right now. And in that video, I was talking about how pajamas and Jesus Coin are the only two meme coins right now that I personally own. I think they are. I technically do own extremely small amounts of some other meme coins, but it's not even worth talking about. And they came from airdrop. I don't think of them as legitimate coins anyways, but serious, not even, I would say somewhat serious investments. Jesus Coin and pajamas, more serious than Jesus Coin for sure. But anyways guys, enough about me. Let's talk about the charts. What we've done so far right now, right, is we have recently put in a low, potentially a low, right there at the oversold zone, literally bouncing right off it with yesterday's green close and today's follow through, right? Very key area to find support. It's a very strong look to do that, right? It's perfect. You did it kind of there, a little bit there, right? A little bit lower, but very strong looks nonetheless. The first time that you did this, you saw, I thought I heard my daughter, but that was my cat, I think. We saw from a low to a high in a 2-day period a 40% pump. The second time we saw this from a low to a high, we saw a 33% pump in a more of like a 4 or 5 day period. So assuming the same thing, potentially within the next couple days to a week or so, we could be back at the land of the 6 zeros, you guys. We're in the land of the 7 zeros now, 7 zeros, 8, 4, 6. Absolutely the land of the 6 zeros is upon us, or just under that. But inevitably, of course, we're going to go higher. I do very much believe that Jesus Coin has higher to go. You guys, I feel like there is a bit of discouragement. I read the Discord, like my Discord. I check things out on x.com, and I keep up with the Jesus Coin community, even if I'm not avidly participating, right? I do keep up with things, and maybe not as much as I should, but I do keep up with things. And it seems to me like there's a lot of despair right now. There are a lot of people who were, really, honestly, throughout all this time, you guys are just not worried, strong diamond hands, all about it. And then just this time here, it's like this is what's made you bored, essentially, and lost faith in the coin, no pun intended. Maybe because there's other meme coins popping off, maybe because it hasn't popped off and you've been waiting for it to pop off. Maybe there's other cryptos, regardless of being meme coins, that are doing well or something. I don't know. Maybe it's your worst performing coin over the past couple months. Any and all of those reasons are valid reasons to feel bored, to feel unsure, to feel uncertain. But they're not. They're valid reasons to feel that, but they're not. I don't know. It's not. It is and it isn't valid, because those emotions, the emotions are valid. But if you were to sell your Jesus Coin for the meme coin that's doing this right now, that pumped right to its highs, then that's not a valid action to take. I'm getting lost on the words. All I'm trying to say, guys, is don't get bored now when we're about to see the most exciting part that we've seen in the last half year, right? Don't get bored now when we're about to see new all-time highs over the coming months, half year period. We've got some time probably. I don't expect that from this low to this high, it was only 9 weeks. I don't expect that from that low to the next high, it's only going to be 9 weeks, right? Already it's not going to be that. I don't expect that from the current price that we're at now, from the current week, that in 9 weeks we will be at our all-time highs. That's not what I'm expecting. Though if that were to be the case, that would put us out in August, 9 weeks, right? But I would expect that when we do noticeably start going, right, wherever it is that we start, it could be this week, it could be next week, it could be 4 weeks from now, I would expect that it would be somewhere around 9 weeks, probably longer than a 9-week period, but somewhere around that, maybe 12 weeks. I would say anything from 2 to 3 months of time that we would have to grow. And in that time, it's not going to be just a straight shot up. Even if we remember the glory days, it's just all good, right? It felt like a straight shot up, but really there was a 1, 2, 3, 4 week period where we moved sideways. Then we broke out to the upside, and then moved sideways for another week, and then broke out again, and then up toward the top here, we consolidated for a little bit and then broke down. Of course, it's not all, it seems exciting. We remember the euphoria of it, and it's like good memories, but it's like a bad relationship that you just can't seem to get over. You only remember the good parts, and you forget why you were in this phase of despair in the first place. I don't know. That's might be a bad analogy, but I hope you get the point. All I'm trying to say is, even when the going gets good, even when things move, there will be times where we'll be like, are we going to do this? Is it, is this just a lower high? Are we going to move down? I'm sure that, and there were some people that sold here, I bought Jesus coins here, which means I bought it from somebody, right? Somebody sold to me. Anyways, be patient, right? Anybody that's holding Jesus coin now, I would assume, unless you're new, which there are new holders, right? We're getting new holders every now and then, but it's slowed down immensely. I think we were at like 15,000 back here where we were growing. We went from like 7,000 back here or something like that, all the way up to like 15,000 within that time. In the same amount of time, we've really haven't moved that much. I would assume most of you are older holders or longer term holders. If you've been holding from back here, I'm not worried about you, right? I know you've got the vision. If you've been holding from back here, I wouldn't say I'm worried about you, but anybody that's been holding since here, I bought at the top too, you guys. My first purchase was on this week, that was my first purchase of Jesus coin, but my last purchase was up here. Was it my last purchase? I feel like I said I was going to buy at these prices and I didn't. I think that was, maybe I did have one more purchase. I'd have to check my books, man. I can't remember, but anyways, I've bought up there. I'm worried about the people that bought up here. I'm worried about anybody that's bought here, and anybody that bought here. I'm not worried about you because I know you're buying here for a reason, right? It's been boring, and you're still like, give me more. So I'm not worried about you guys, but I am worried about the people who bought in this area, who are still underwater, who might have forgotten the journey that is ahead of us. So, not financial advice. Do what you want. Buy the meme coins you want, sell your Jesus coins if you want to, but I do think, you guys, if you're chasing coins, if you're seeing Jesus coin do this over the months to come, right, this is less of a TA video and more of a pep talk, if you haven't caught on to that by now. I'm going to title it that. You're going to be like, oh, this is right when he decided that, Jesus coin pep talk. What was I saying before I thought of that so clever title? If you're selling your Jesus coin because of this, and there's a meme coin that is doing this right now, right? Or it went up, it went down, it's done whatever, it's consolidated, and boom, it broke out, and you're like, maybe I should buy this meme coin. Why? Why would you do that? Would you have bought Jesus coin back here? Did you buy Jesus coin back here? Are you about to do the exact same thing that you did before, and now you're going to wait for months while it consolidates, and then boom, Jesus coin takes off without you when you waited for? Don't cycle through. You guys, I've done this before. I know that there are plenty of people personally that I know in the real world and on Discord. Anybody who's really been an active trader or been into investing or technical analysis, we've all been there, right? Where patience gets the best of us. The best way to treat stuff like this is just to be patient, sit on your hands, right? It is a meme coin, so hopefully you don't have money in here that will put you in financial turmoil if things go wrong. It is a meme coin. No matter how much you love it, it is a meme coin. But I do think that it has higher highs to go. And those higher highs, at a minimum, at the most smallest amount of growth possible that I see us going for a new all-time high, from the current price, would give us about a 12x from here. And then, genuinely, realistically, using the word, genuinely, it's a realistic expectation, a 27x from here, right? And when we start to get moving, it'll take 2 to 3 months. Will that be this week? Will that be next week? Will it be a month from now? I don't know, but I would assume within the next 6 months, by the end of this year of 2024, probably sometime late in the summer, if not sometime in the fall of this year, not the winter, but the fall, I would expect that we are at this area. And here's the real kicker, right? It doesn't have to stop there. It could go higher. We really could go higher. From a low here, from the lowest point to the highest point in a 9-week span, we saw a 61x. What if it takes more than 9 weeks? What if we only get half of that, right? Only half of that, by the way, is about right there at 502665. What if it took twice as long and we got half the price? Oh no, or half the growth. Oh no, but it's still phenomenal, right? 18 weeks instead of 9 weeks, a 30x instead of a 60x. I would take actually a 31x. I would take or a 30 and a half versus a 61-ish, whatever. I would take that, you know what I mean? And maybe it's larger than that. Maybe we do, instead of it being half as much as this growth, maybe it's, just a portion smaller. Maybe it's not quite half, but maybe you do a 50-something X or a 40-something X. I don't know, but there are targets up here. There is the 2272 also to take into consideration. The main area that I want to focus on is the 1272 to the 1618, which right now is between 5023 essentially and 501. The land of the 5 zeros, right, awaits for us. That's this next movement to happen. So if you're bored, I'm bored with you, man. I've got money in Jesus coin that like it's probably more than I should have put in this thing, but at the same time, you say that now and then it goes up and you're going to be like, why didn't I put more in this thing down here? I knew it was going to do this. Why didn't I do that? I don't know where I'm going with that, but all I'm trying to say, guys, is just be patient, okay? I feel it. I feel you. I feel every single person who's out there that's impatient, who's wondering if they made the wrong bet. They've got their bags in the wrong place, but I think as time goes on, those wonders, those insecurities, those paranoias, they will go away. Let's actually do some TA here, man. I guess we opened it up with TA, to be fair. You bounced off the 40 there, right off the 40 on the weekly. That's a nice bottom to have on your weekly, okay? It's not a lot of time to go off of, so we don't really have anything more to say other than I'd like to see you get above the 50. When you do get above the 50, when you take out this lower high kind of lower low, lower high like phase that you're in right now, that would be nice. On the daily, finding support right off your oversold zone is a nice look in itself. That does not mean that we're moving up right now. That does not mean that we're moving to those targets that I've been talking about this whole video. That's not what that means right now, right? This could be, and I do think it is. I do think this that this is the higher low to this low here, and that we're not going to go lower than that. Not for the rest of the cycle, if not maybe ever again, but probably we will, just not for the rest of the cycle, or at least not until we see new all-time highs. I do think that's the higher low. Again, that doesn't mean we're off to new all-time highs right now. In a sense, it does, right? But really what I'm looking for, before we even think about these highs and beyond, what I'm looking for is a break of this trend. I want to see prices above really like 6-0. Like we need to just get back into the land of the 6 zeros, man. The land of the 6 zeros is what I want to see. And the further away that we get, the better. Truthfully, I mean, on a fib level basis, what we want from a high to a low are prices above 6 zeros, 1459, 146. We want to get above 6 zeros, 146. And when we do, it is very much on probably at that point. So hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you very much. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.